When I joined the Research Center for Eco-Environmental Sciences of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, my first priority was to meet the research direction of the center, which were related to the environment and human health, and combine those with my own expertise in pluripotent stem cells and molecular biology. Therefore, after careful consideration, I decided to set up the stem cell toxicology group and use stem cell differentiation systems to conduct developmental toxicity evaluations for many environmental pollutants in vitro. In recent years, I've been involved in a number of national Chinese Academy of Sciences scientific research projects and solved several technical bottlenecks in environmental toxicology and stem cell biology research. I also established a series of stem cell toxicology evaluation models clarifying the toxic effects and mechanisms of various environmental pollutants in important human tissues and organs such as the central nervous system, the heart, the liver, the lungs, the pancreas, etc., particularly during development. Our stem cell toxicology research system doesn't need animals as experimental models and therefore doesn't involve animal ethical and welfare issues and effectively avoids species variation that may affect toxicological evaluations. Our system is also safe, relatively inexpensive and efficient, and has been already widely used in the fields of environmental toxicology and medical health. Regarding China's double carbon goals, our efforts are focusing on first the patenting and then the manufacturing of eco-friendly stem cell-related reagents such as a culture medium to be produced and distributed locally. In fact, in stem cell fields, China still heavily relies on imported materials and reagents which require long-distance shipping and high carbon emissions. Moreover, by replacing animals with in vitro systems, we can also reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Finally, since we don't use animals, we don't need large and complex facilities, so we can save electricity, water, and so on. Plus, we always make sure that we turn off unnecessary lights and equipment. Yes, for sure China is developing very fast and has been leading in several scientific and technological fields. This is the main reason why I came to China. Nevertheless, there are a few things that can be improved in the future. For example, material reagents procurement sometimes takes a long time, as I mentioned before, and they can be very expensive. This may create delays in the research progress. Also, I have noticed that research funding does not always allow enough freedom, particularly when doing basic research. From the very beginning, when we apply for funding, every specific experimental plan needs to be specified in the proposal, as does the allocation of the research money. So, if along the process we encounter unexpected results, we cannot easily modify our hypothesis and the research budget and perform different experiments and assays accordingly. Having said that, I have noticed that things are gradually changes in that direction in China, and now we have more research freedom than before. Another important thing is that China should attract more talents, no matter their nationality, not just by offering extremely good salaries and monetary incentives. For example, I believe that good working conditions and availability of research money are very important for me, much more than my salary. So at the end, we need to attract motivated people and make them stay for a long time. So we don't want people who just chase money and leave after a few years. First of all, it is very important to determine the potential adverse effect of synthetic chemicals on human health, particularly during development, when we are the most sensitive to those adverse effects. So, although live animal experiments have always been the gold standard in developmental toxicology, they can be expensive, time-consuming, labor-intensive, and not prone to high-throughput applications. In addition, we are different from animals, so results in animal assays cannot always be extrapolated to humans. On the other hand, stem cells can be induced in vitro into virtually any cells of the normal tissues and organs of the body, and thus can mimic normal development and regeneration. So, human stem cell differentiation system can be used in developmental toxicity evaluations. Compared to animals, it is relatively easier, cheaper, and faster to grow cells in large numbers for the assays. Because of this, we can perform many more assays at the same time and not be worried about species variation. Our human stem cells multi-directional differentiation system is now widely used in toxicology research very efficiently and can be extended to biomedical applications such as preclinical screening of drugs and medicines. I strongly believe that the role of a teacher or mentor is not just to provide new information to new knowledge to students. We need to make sure the learning process is enjoyable and not too stressful. We also need to understand each student's background, the skills, and their goals for the future. Then we need to guide them and make them understand how they can be good scientists. For students, I believe the most important things are enthusiasm, motivation, and teamwork. In addition, they need to be able to face difficulties because academic studies and scientific research are always full of ups and downs. However, as long as they are persistent, they will be always rewarded. Also, no matter their age, they shouldn't be afraid to start from scratch or change their fields of studies. They should just do what they like, be passionate about it, and believe their dreams will come true. I myself have experienced a lot of ups and downs and changed fields several times during my scientific career. At the end, it paid out because I was not afraid and never gave up. Okay, so since I came to China, now it has been almost 6 or 7 years, I always wanted to get the green card because I know the green card, the Chinese green card, will make my life much easier. But at the beginning it was a little bit complicated. Finally, my staff helped me, and at the beginning of this year I got the green card, and yes, I was very happy because I believe they make me almost as equal as the other Chinese, so I can do as much as the other Chinese people can do. So, and the most important thing is that this will make it easier for me to go back home and come back without really every time asking for a new visa. And also this will make it easier for my family to come here and visit me. So anyway, I came to China. I didn't really know much about the Chinese culture, but since I arrived in China, yes, I was shocked by how China developed, and really now I'm very happy to be in China. Not just because I can do research, but also because I can enjoy life. And I realized that Chinese food is great, even though I'm Italian, and I know Italian food is supposed to be good, but I also like Chinese food very much. So, because we also have similar things, so I really enjoy, and I'm trying to learn how to make Chinese dishes. Of course, I cannot really speak Chinese because I think Chinese language is kind of difficult, but I still can enjoy life also thanks to the help of my staff that are always willing to help me no matter what I need.